Hello, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining me. My name is Mary. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. Well, today we bring you the multi-channel fall inspired look collab. And this is a collab made up of 10 amazing ladies with 10 great channels. And these ladies all do either unboxings or makeup applications or both. I know for the most part, most of the ladies on here, if not everyone, we do Mask Mondays. So there's another thing that you guys can take a look at. But let me go ahead and read off the channels, and then we'll talk a little bit more about this collab. And the channels that are participating here, and some of these channels may have giveaways. So when you do watch them, please pay close attention to what their rules would be if they do happen to have a giveaway. And what we have is Southern Mom of Boys, like I mentioned. She is Gloria, and Gloria is the one that invited everyone for this collab. She came up with the idea, and I absolutely jumped on board because fall happens to be my favorite season of the year, with all of the oranges and browns and reds and you name it colors. They're out there. Absolutely a really fun cooling down in the temperature aspect of it type of weather. So there's that. But then let's go ahead and move on to Lori Latimer. That is another one of the ladies in this collab. Andy Does Stuff, Leanna Dalton, and then Crystal from Real Lady Electrician, Sabrina's Unboxings and More, Jennifer from Everything Random, A Unique Rose, and then Blessed GMP, who is Pat, and Double the Trouble with H&M, Heather and Michelle, and then of course myself, Beautifying MZ. And like I said, each one of these ladies, and I'm not going to go into details with each of them, they each have their own unique way of doing things on their channel. They have amazing content, a variety of different boxes that are being unboxed. Take a look at that. I absolutely encourage you. I'm not going to go over all of the rules for the giveaway because I am giving something back for all of y'all's support. For all of the rules complete, I will place them in the description box down below. Please make sure to go take a look at them, and so that you're not disqualified from the giveaway. I will give a little bit more information on what I'm expecting from someone who's entering for the giveaway at the end when I do announce what I will be giving away. But for now, let's go ahead and get started with this look, which I'm a little bit nervous about, but I'm in. I'm game. And I did start off with the primer. So I do have my eye primer and I do have my face primer. So that's already done. Eyebrows are done. I'm not the best at eyebrows, so don't judge. Just be nice. And then I also did the tight line eyeliner. And I'm going to go ahead and set my eye primer. And I usually, and I know I reuse little containers like this. And I actually set my eyeshadow primer simply because it helps with the application of the eyeshadows. It makes them blend a little easier. Unless I'm going for a completely super dark type look that requires high pigmentation, I will always set it so that I can easily blend. In this case, I'm definitely doing that because I'm, filming and doing it on film. And for this, I love this brush, and it's by Luxie. And I know it's not this type of brush, but I'm not one to follow rules when it comes to brushes, and I do tap it first, and then I just make sure that it's going to glide. And if it glides, that means my eyeshadow is going to glide. So there's that. And I do usually tap my brushes, so I'm just applying it here and just underneath. So there's the setting of it. And now I'm going to go ahead and show you all the palette that I'm using. which is the Ace Beauty Vintage Dawn. And I'm going to remove the protecting sleeve or cover. And this is the palette. Absolutely gorgeous palette. And I love these shades. I've only used it once, so it's not used very much, but definitely palette that I love the colors that come through. And I am just going to go ahead and start with this shade here for the transition shade. Don't judge, let's see what comes out. I have an idea in my head. Whether it's going to come out or not, I'm not sure, but definitely going to give it a try. So, and I just tap it. Because I do have hooded eyes, I'm very careful how much I put and how I apply it, because sometimes it'll skip. So there's a little bit more pigment on this one. And I'm going to go ahead and do both eyes. If I start running out of time, I will finish one and then get back. But I'm hoping I don't take too long. I've been working on my time in applying makeup so that I can start doing a lot more get readies with me, because that is my struggle. I actually do take a lot of time applying makeup, but definitely going to try it on here. And then I do reuse the sponges or the protectors that come in the boxes, and that is so that I can wipe off any colors if I want to switch out the shades. And I'm going to go into a bit darker shade, which is this one here. And I'm just going to apply it a little lower into the crease line. And mind you, I'm not very familiar with all of the terms for the eyes, but I give it a try. I'm still learning. And I was a eyeliner, mascara, lip gloss girl, woman for the longest time. So now that my eyes are hooded, I decided I'm doing makeup. Probably a bad time to start, but definitely a challenge that I am enjoying. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and do some blending, some light blending. And I know sometimes I'm talkative, sometimes I'm not. But the fall season, I'm going to go ahead and just tell y'all a little bit about an experience that I had. And this was back in 2001. In 2001, I made a trip up to Germany to meet my grandson, my very first grandson, for the very first time. And I know it's so close to 9/11 when that happened that I was not afraid for it. A lot of people were for me, and a lot of people asked me not to go, to cancel my trip. My grandson was born on the 28th of September, and a few weeks after 9/11 had occurred with the Twin Towers. My boss, since I had asked for some days, or actually I took all of my vacation. I had 3 weeks of vacation coming to me, and I took all 3 weeks so that I could go to Germany. It was a long trip, so I wanted to make the most of it. And I spent a really, really nice time with my daughter. I know a lot of people told me, if you get on that plane, you do know that they're hijacking planes. And what I responded to them was, if a plane is going to kill me, it's going to fall out of the sky and squish me on the ground. That was my take on that. There was absolutely not going to be anything that was going to keep me from meeting my grandson for the very first time. That was not going to happen. And I will do anything for my children and for my grandchildren, so nothing was going to keep me from meeting him. He is now going to be turning 20 on the 28th, so he's almost 20. And I could not be more proud of that boy. He's a really, really amazing child. All of my grandchildren are. So, pretty proud grandma. But now I'm going to go into the corner and I'm going to go ahead and use the crown, one of the crown brushes. And I'm going to go in with a dark brown, because I do darken the corners of my eyes, and it just helps it to not look so hooded. And it's just something that I've learned. I don't apply it in the V shape that most people apply it. It doesn't work for my eyes. So I just kind of just put it in the corner, and that is it. I don't follow any particular pattern. I just apply it and then I'll blend it in. And I'm hoping this video is not too long. I'm trying to hurry up so that I do not keep you all here too long. And these brushes, they're actually amazing. Amazing brushes. And I do get a little sloppy towards the outer corner, but I do clean it up once I'm finished. And this palette, some of the shades do have a little bit of fallout, but that's okay. I will clean it up. And now I'm just going to blend a little bit more out here or up here. And I don't know, I just feel like some of, or one side is darker than the other, I'm not sure. Maybe it's just me. But in the comment section, let me know which one is your favorite season, or what you like the most from the fall season. That would be amazing to hear from every one of you and just get to know you a little bit better, since I seem to be pouring my heart out here. And now I'm going to go in with the green, and on the green I am going to bring it out to the bottom of my eye. And it's just to kind of have all of the shades, or most of the shades that come with the fall season. And please excuse the faces. I'm pretty sure most of us make faces when we are applying makeup. Some of us have funnier faces than others, but definitely something to look forward to. Okay. Now with the same one, after I've cleaned it, I'm going to go in with a little bit of a shimmer, and I'll go ahead and let you all know which shades I used once I'm done. And I am just going to apply it right in the middle so that I can still maintain the green, but add a little bit of the oranges towards it, or to it. Okay, and now I am going to, on the inner part of my eye, I am going to apply it with my finger. What am I going to do? And I will probably, no, first I'm going to go ahead and go in with this rusty color. And I'm actually going to apply it with my fingers. That's a really, really beautiful color. I absolutely love it. And I'm just going to put that in the middle. And that is the color that's coming out. That is absolutely beautiful. I love that color. Just blend it in with the browns once I'm finished. So it's pretty much most of the colors that you find on the trees during this season that are in this palette, which is why I absolutely love this palette. And I do have something to clean my fingers with, because I am going to go in with the yellow, which is that one, on the inner corner. And I will diffuse it because it did come out a little too bright for me. And if I had applied it with the brush, it may not have come out so bright. So but for the most part, it's just blending in. And I do a lot of the applications on my eyes with my fingers. I think I have a little bit more control. And that's actually how we used to do it way, way back in the days, when we had sponges that we needed to buy, and a lot of times could not afford because we didn't have jobs, obviously, as teenagers. And it just had to do with, most of the palettes came with a little sponge applicator, and once that sponge applicator gave out, we had to purchase additional ones. So instead of purchasing them, we went to our fingers. So I did a lot of that makeup application with the fingers. Now I'm going to, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave that alone and just blend a little. And I'm just going to take a clean brush, just kind of go a little more, just to diffuse it a little. And then I'm going to go underneath. Just blend the colors in, not too much, so that they don't become muddy. I'm just getting the browns in with that red color. And so far, that is what I've got. I'm not sure. I'm probably going to leave it at that before I end up muddying the thing. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that alone. And I will be back. I'm going to apply my foundation, blush, you name it. And then I will be back with the final look. And I am back with the look. This is what I finally came up with. I did the mascara, the foundation, blush, a little bit of highlighter, and a little bit of contouring. I'm still a little on the fence on contouring. It still kind of scares me, but I did put a little bit on. And then I pretty much just set it in place. Now, the products that I used, I'm going to go ahead and go over them really quick so that I don't take up too much time so that I can get to the giveaway. And for this, I go in with primer both on the eyelids and the face. And for the eyelids, I use the Pretty Vulgar Professional, and that's what I used for the face. Then I did the eyebrows, and for the eyebrows, I used two different kits, and they're both Brow Bar by Rima. And I used the darker one and the lighter one. So I used both in combination. Eyebrows are still my struggle, but I'm still working on that. So work in progress. Then I went in with the eyeshadows. And the eyeshadows is what I did show you all how I applied them. This is the palette once again. And I'm going to go ahead and do the colors and how I used them, because I did swatch what I used on my face. And what I have is Horizon, which is this one. And this is what I used on transition. And then I used the Grand Canyon, which is this one. And that was in the crease line. I went in with the brown, which is down here. And for the brown, I used in the corners, the outer corner. And then I used the green underneath my eyes. Those were all the mattes. And then I went in with shimmers. For the shimmers, I went in with this reddish kind of, I don't know, brick color. And it is in the color Clean. So this I used towards the center of my eyelid. And then I went in with the color Sun, which is this one. And that was on the inner corner. That is pretty much it. Mattes, shimmers. So those are the shades that I used for my eyes. Then I went in with the contouring. And for that I used the Too Faced Cocoa Contour. And if I can get it open. And I actually went in with this shade and this. And that's all that I used for the contour. Then I went in with a little bit of highlight and blush. And I used Nomad. And this is by Sydney Brothers. And let me remove the plastic. And this is the palette. I absolutely love this palette. And I used the Balmoral Beach for some of the highlight. And then I used the Bondi Beach, which is this one here, for the blush. This is what I used for the highlight. Or, I'm sorry, this is what I used for the highlight. Now we went in with the mascara. And for the mascara, I actually use a primer, a lash primer, and it's the Laura Geller Fortifying Lashes. And this is something that I received in one of my Ipsy bags, and it's the Tarte mascara. I love the wand, by the way. It separates the lashes really well. I absolutely love this mascara. Not my favorite or my top favorite, but Definitely a good mascara. Then I went in with the lip liner, and the lip liner that I used was this one. It's the Ace Beauty. That is the shade. And then I went in with the lippy. And for the lippy, I used the Ciate London. And it is called the Pretty Sticks, and it is in the shade Innocent. So this is the shade. It's a beautiful, beautiful shade, which is what I have on my lips. And I think that's pretty much all that I did. Then I set it with the Everyday Vacay from Ciate London. Love this setting powder or setting spray. But I do use very, very small amount under my eyes for the concealer. Very, very small amount. And then I set it in with a little bit of the spray. I spray it on my finger, my ring finger, and then tap it in, and it sets it. It keeps it from creasing too much. There is still some creasing, but not too much. Now let's go ahead and get into the giveaway. And for the giveaway, I have, because we had talked about 5 to 6 items. This is what I put them in, which always be thankful. And I do have a sheet mask. And this is from the Creme Shop, and it's Ace, Vitamin A, Vitamin C, Vitamin E. So it is a face sheet mask. Then I have an eye mask, and this is by Symbiosis. I also have a lippy or a lip gloss, and it's from Plus, and Lax is the color. I also have, if I can get this, and this is a luminous primer gel, and this is by Primordial So Susan. So next here I have Nomad, and it's the Sydney Bathers Balmoral Beach, and that is a highlight. Then I have a palette, and the palette that I have is the Golden Twilight, and it's from BH Cosmetics. So this is what I have for the giveaway. Once again, you must be publicly subscribed to all channels in this collab. It is for US only. Then you must be 18 years of age. There is one thing that I do have, and it's simply because there is so much deception. I think that's the word I'm looking for. So much deception and people pretending to be other people. I personally do ask more times than not, if I know for sure that you are not subscribed to my Instagram, and I have never seen you on my Instagram, and I've never messaged you, I will ask you to please put a word. Sometimes I ask for an emoji, a certain emoji, for you to come back onto your original comment on this particular collab and edit your comment and place what I've asked you to place. The only person that can make changes and edit a comment is the person that initially made the comment. So that is my way of knowing that, yes, you are the person that I will be shipping the giveaway to. I do not want to be running around chasing people down, trying to do that. I've done it in the past. It's caused a little bit of chaos. I do want to give the person their giveaway, but if you're not going to comply with what I'm asking you to, I have no way of knowing that you are the person that won the giveaway, simply because there are several channels that have voiced, having been contacted by someone else and it ends up not being the person that originally won the giveaway. So that said, please, 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 I ask that you just trust me on this. It is also for your protection to make sure that you get the gift that you win if you happen to be my winner. So all I ask is please comply, come and edit your comment with whatever it is that I ask you to comment. And that is my cue that says this is the person that won, and then I will ship the gift. And I also ask that you all be patient with us, and not just myself, but other YouTubers. Sometimes life situations do come up outside of YouTube that impede us from sending out the gifts as soon as we announce the winners, or that the winners do contact us. It is a video that I will be posting, not this coming Wednesday because I am going to be doubling, but it will be coming out on the 22nd, precisely on the day that this video will be going up for the collab. And it will explain reasons why I had to hold back a few of the packages that I was unable to get to the post office for. But watch out for that video as well. And it will go up on Wellness Wednesday. That is pretty much all that I have for you guys today. I want to thank each and every single one of you for all of the support that you have given not only myself, but my fellow YouTubers. And once again, check out every single channel on this collab. Amazing ladies, amazing channels. Some of them will also have giveaways. Pay attention to the giveaway rules. Each channel may have different rules that you must follow. Just follow them all so that you're not disqualified from participating or winning one of the giveaways. That said, see you all in the next video. Until then, y'all stay safe, stay blessed, smile always, and bye.